Fears over double-digit tuition increases of Alberta student leaders looking for reassurance and promises to keep education affordable.
Representatives from the universities of Alberta, Calgary and Lethbridge met with government officials today to discuss those concerns. Ryan Ellis reports.
So thank you so much for joining us here today and for putting up with a little bit of extra noise.
With final exams in full swing, student leaders from Alberta's universities were faced with a tough crowd Monday as they met to address students about ongoing discussions over the future of tuition.
Today, we were able to meet with Minister Horner. However, we didn't get the promise that we wanted.
The promise they're looking for is one that would ensure tuition increases remain tied to inflation. This year, though, the government is fielding proposals for further increases.
We're not going to do this every year. This is about errors that may have been made when we froze tuitions in 2004.
U of A administrators have suggested tuition for certain programs like business, engineering, medicine, and law needs to be raised to better reflect costs. Student leaders fear the U of A is looking to students to help fix a $60 million deficit.
We don't think that the government has a place to be discussing how an individual institution needs to be solving its budget problems.
Though they haven't materialized yet, there is continued fear that proposals are coming and that when they do, there will be little time for discussion.
We know that our board is looking at passing the proposed tuition increases in late February. If it comes down to that, that means students will have no opportunity to respond.
But Horner insists student consultation will be ongoing and that any proposals for increases will be closely scrutinized.
It has to be reasonable and it has to be based on an error that may have occurred. If it doesn't meet any of those criteria, it's not going to be approved.
Meanwhile, student leaders fear this one-time offer only opens the door for similar offers in the future.
If we change it once, but we said we weren't going to change it at all, will we change it in the future? I'm not sure of that.
And like any students, they'd rather be spending less time worrying and more time studying. Ryan Ellis, Global News.
Student representatives from the University of Alberta and University of Calgary say they expect their schools to submit proposals early in the new year.